mantra.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be doing this supernatural daytime look. No, I'm just joking. I'm going to be doing this vampire look. I also can't see anything with these contacts on. It's like a white fog. So I have my sister here, Aoibh, behind me, directing me.
Hi guys!
These hairs are doing my nut in. Starting off with my favourite base, P. Louise. I'm putting this all over the eye, right up to the brow. I'm going to do one eye first on camera and then the other eye off camera. Not setting my base. I'm just going to pat it so that it dries a bit and it evens itself out. I want my shadows to be really pigmented. So I'm starting off with this colour from Ingloss. It's so pigmented. It's a pigment pot and it's number 124. Now I think they have discontinued these. I don't know why, they're so good. I don't really have a plan for this. I'm just winging it. I'm going to switch between this one and this one from the P. Louise palette to start to blend that out. And I'm using a smaller brush that's more detailed. I'm just going right on the line where it's not blended. Just really gently. Just going back over it again. This bit might take a bit of a while because you're just blending and blending and blending. It's gonna look really messy, but don't worry. It's gonna take a while to look good. I'm just taking a matte black and patting this on the edge because I want it to be really smoky. I'll probably go into the crease of it. Blend that out. I'm using the colour that we first used, the pigment pot. And I'm going right over the edge. Just be really lightly because you're working with black. It can go wrong really quickly, as I'm sure we all know. So just be really light and gentle with it. That blends out nicely for you. But I'm going to cut the crease with the P. Louise base on a flat brush. Just do it really slowly so it doesn't go wrong. And I just do little pats. I'm going just slightly above my crease as well. I don't think I actually want a cut crease. I just wanted to lay that down so that then my next shadow can be really pigmented and then it's not going over all them dark colours. I think I will blend out that line, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I'm just still winging it. I'm taking Queen now from the P. Louise palette and I'm just going to pat this on. I'm using a flat brush because that's going to really pack it on. Fluffy brush would just blend it out and you wouldn't get that colour intensity. I'm picking up the colour we first used and I'm just blending out the outer corner. Now I'm going to start to blend this line. I don't want it as harsh. I'm just taking that red colour and just going right over that line and it will just start to blend out for you. The brush I'm using is the MAC 217. Couldn't decide whether I was going to do a flick or not. I think I will because it'll make the eyes real like, you know. Liner I'm using is this one from Essence. I love it. I just start on the centre, little strokes, go into the inner corner. I always do a thinner on the inner corner and then into a thicker line. Once I've done the inner corner, I just map out where my flick is. I go to the point where my upper lid meets my lower lid, so the corner of my eye, and just flick it outwards. And now join up the line into your flick. I just used a little bit of black and just went over the outside bit to make sure that it was super dark, and then I just smudged out the liner a tiny bit here with black shadow again, so just putting black shadow right on top. I'm using this to take off anything that's fallen under my eyes, so I just have it on a cotton pad. For the corners, I fold my cotton pad and I just go right underneath the flick. I'm going to put on some mascara. I'm using this one here from Essence. I'm putting my mascara on before my lashes so that I don't get loads of mascara on my false lashes. That means they'll last longer. They won't go all spidery and hard. Keeps them nice and fluffy. The lashes I'm using are BiaBelle Blah Lash. I'm using these lashes because they're quite dramatic which I need for this look because it's very dark. And they have a really nice flick on them. The glue I'm going to use is the black duo glue. We now stock this on our website, so I'll link it in the description box. It's waterproof and it dries black. I'm holding my lash in the centre with tweezers, place it on the centre of my eye, and then on the inner corner and the outer corner. I forgot to say, when you put your layer of lash glue on your lash band, you have to let it dry for 30 seconds to a minute. If you don't, the glue will be too wet, and when you pop it on your eye and down on the corners, they're just going to keep coming off because the glue isn't sticky enough yet. So if you let it dry for like a minute, when you pop it on your eye, it will stick straight away. Okay, so I have this eye done now as well. I obviously did that off camera. We're going to do underneath the eyes now. We're going to do it really smoky as well, smoked out, really dark. I'm going to bring it quite down, I think. I want my colours to be really pigmented and dark, so I'm going to use the P. Louise base underneath my eyes as well. I would normally do this for you know, my normal makeup. I'm going to take the first colour that we used on top and put that underneath. Then I'm going to take the second colour, Queen, from the P. Louise palette, and start blending that out. I'm going to take a matte black and I'm going to go right underneath my lash line the whole way. Right underneath the lash line, and then on the corner, and connect it into the top. To blend out the black, I'm just going over with it with the first colour again, the Pigment Pot. I'm using a small brush. I'm going to add a gel liner to my waterline because I want it to be super dark. I'm using the Inglot 77. We're going to move on to the face now. My face looks half dead anyway, so we're halfway there. To do my face, I'm going to use this beauty blender. It came from me in the post the other day, so I'm going to try it out. Look how much bigger that went in the water. That was the box it was originally in. I'm going to use the lightest shade of MAC Studio Fix that I have, which is NW15, and I'm going to mix it with white face paint. I don't want to be completely white, I just want to be really pale. The white face paint I'm using is this one, Snazzaroo. It's really old. Mixing it with the foundation will also keep it on for longer because it's half foundation rather than just being paint. Paint always cracks after a while. But I'm using my beauty blender and I'm just going to dab that on. I wanted to use the beauty blender because I just think it will blend it out a lot better with the paint mixed in. I feel like a brush, you might see the brush strokes going through it around my brow. I'm just going to get a smaller brush. This one is from Mr. Price. I got it in a pack of like 5 or 6. It was only like €6. They're so good for Halloween makeup. I actually like them in general anyway. So now I'm just going to blend out my eyes even further. I'm just using a really light pink. I'm just going around the eye just to blend it out even more. I'm going to do my contour now. I'm going to mix this one, this one, this one and this one. I'm going to take a tissue because I want it to be quite sharp. But I'm going to blend out the line after because I don't want it to be quite that sharp. Just go straight over it. Take a tiny bit more of this colour, just right on the outer edge. Really lightly. To highlight, I'm going to use this. It's from Inglot. It's Sparkle Dust 07. Vampires don't probably highlight, but I do. I'm going to put a tiny bit on my nose as well. So I'm just using liquid latex and I'm just putting on my skin. I'm using a little sponge and then I'm just using cotton wool. I'm putting that on and that's going to create texture on the skin. And then put some latex over it then. Sorry, I can't really see. Doesn't have to be nice, like the messier the better, because it's going to be like raw skin. And then just do that everywhere. So random spaces. I'm going to actually put the latex down in random places and then stick cotton wool to it. Let it dry for a like a minute or so, do everywhere else, and then go over it with the latex on top. This is so messy. Also, just be really, 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 really careful that latex doesn't get in your clothes, because it doesn't come out. If you're using latex, do a patch test 24 hours before, because some people are allergic to latex. I've done a lot more off camera. It was really hard to do on camera. Now that this is all on, you just need to let it dry. I just blasted it with a hairdryer really quickly. So I'm just going to use paint. I'm using the Snazzaroo one again. You can get this in Art and Hobby. I'm just going to start painting it red. Which you could really do with a bigger brush. I don't have fun. I'm going to try to use my beauty blender. Well, that's quicker, isn't it? So this is what it's looking like so far. Taking a black paint now. And I'm just going in and around the little lumps. So that makes it look even more 3D. Doesn't have to be precise. You're going to blend it all in more as well. I'm going to use this fluffy kind of brush and just start to blend it in. I'm using these two for blood. This one's really dark and thick, and this one's really light. Really light, it's like a liquid more, and this one's like a gel. I use two different types of blood because it makes it look more real. Once that's on, then you can use the thicker one. I'm literally just putting it in random places. I'm going to do my lips now, so I'm using Plum lip liner from MAC. I'm just going around. The lipstick I'm going to wear is from Fleek by Charlotte Crosby from Geordie Shore. I can't find a name. Oh, Mary Magenta. Mary Magenta. I'm going with this all over. So I'm going to use a black hole liner for around my lips as well, just to deepen it a tiny bit more. Now I'm going to use the plum one again and just blend it in. I'm going to extend my lip out a tiny bit. I'm going to use the black kohl, and from my bottom lip, from the line, I'm just going to keep continuing that line up. This line here. And now I'm just going to perfect the lines. So here is the finished look. I hope everything's still okay, because I actually can't see with my contacts. So before I put my contacts in, everything looks fine. So I'm just hoping it still does. If anybody recreates this look, be sure to hashtag us, hashtag BiaBelle babe, and tag us so we can see. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.